guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Khaki, and today we are going to be playing with some new makeup, or at least it's new to me, from a brand called Au Naturale Cosmetics. So I've been seeing this cool thing coming out from some brands recently where I think that they realize that you're not going to go and just splurge on their entire line full size out of the gate. If you've never heard of them, there's so much competition out there. So they're introducing these kind of sample packs that you can buy online, especially for companies that don't sell in any kind of retail store where you can go and, try it and swatch it and see what it's like. So I went on their website and they had a $20 deal where you could try 6 of their products in these cute little pots. I have, like I said, 6 products here. I have the foundation, the concealer, a powder, a bronzer, a lipstick, and possibly like a contour cream, I think. I have no high-tech solution here, so this is my solution, is a plate and a knife, and we're just gonna kind of dig them out, use this as a palette, and try them out, and I'm gonna wear them all day if I like them. It was really cute when I got these in the mail because they actually came with a handwritten thank you note from the people who make it, and it was like signed and everything, and I just think that they must be a pretty small company still, which is pretty cool to go and support a company like that, but I also think that it's a really cool idea for a company that is small and kind of trying to break through to have this sort of trial system where you can just order sample pots of everything and you can kind of get a full look from it and see whether it's your style or not, I guess. So it says that our story was, I don't put my glasses up here. We're just gonna try. Let's blow this up. There we go. Ashley Prang was working as a nuclear analyst in DC when she decided that going au naturel, sans makeup, shouldn't be her only way to avoid breakouts and irritation. She did her research, dubbed her coffee grinder as a mineral mixer, and set out to create makeup that would leave her skin as happy as it was after a week of nakedness. Her mission was to use exclusively healthy, natural, and ethically sourced ingredients in order to develop a replacement for each and every product in her former beauty routine. Her skin's newfound glow didn't go unnoticed, and it wasn't long before she had a wait list of personalized orders from friends and colleagues. In 2011, so yeah, this is not a new company at all, it's literally just new to me. In 2011, Prang began her e-commerce business, Au Naturale Cosmetics. It has since evolved into both a brand and a cause, responsible for starting a clean beauty revolution all over the world. So we're gonna give this a shot. Let's just go ahead and dig in. You guys are along for the ride. Let's do this, she said with a butter knife. Let's get this. This is the foundation. I think it comes, originally as like a stick. So we've got the Eco Tools kind of flat kabuki situation, and while we are at it, we will also talk about the products themselves, price-wise and stuff. So this is called the Zero Gravity C2P Foundation, and it is $38, and it comes in a stick format, a delivery system, and I got the color, I believe, Bisque. It is pretty heavy. I know that they say it's, what do they call it, zero gravity? But it just feels, when it's going on, it feels a little bit heavy, like almost a little bit oily, but, this is my first 2 seconds trying it, we'll see. I actually think that that's a pretty damn good match. The coverage is not very full, I would say. I kind of like it though. I guess if it's called Au Naturel, it's probably not going to be full coverage. That is one of the best, skin tone matches I've seen in a long time. Hopefully this doesn't oxidize too much because I would say it's like a perfect match, so if it oxidizes it's gonna get too dark. It buffs in really nicely, you can kind of work it a little bit with the brush, and it buffs really, really well. It is laying a little bit right in my 11s, but hopefully powder will remedy that. But that is beautiful. On first blush here, so to speak, it feels a little bit oily, but it's really, really pretty. I love the kind of alright, these lids, completely ridiculous. Alright, let's move on to concealer. For concealer, it also comes in a stick. It is called the Completely Covered Cream Concealer, and I did get the lightest color that they have, and the color is called Ecru. That is a color that is often an answer in my crossword puzzles. That's right. Nerd alert. So the full size of this concealer is only $26 and you get 3 grams of product. So I'm going to go in with this little concealer brush from Sonia Kashuk. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but at least at my Target, they're liquidating Sonia Kashuk right now. I'm not sure if they're gonna not carry her anymore or if they're just making room for the new season, but everything's on sale. I do feel like I'm piling makeup on my face right now. I think that's just because I'm not used to putting makeup on with a brush. I have been picking a little bit recently. Guilty as charged. God, this feels greasy. It's making me nervous. It feels like MAC. Like it's so heavy feeling. Oh my God, this is so heavy. This is so freaking heavy. Like, it feels like theater makeup. Oh God, it looks like theater makeup in the monitor. Whoa, that looks so wild. It does not look like that in person at all. That looks insane. I look like a mime. Okay, I'm hoping that the powder will calm that down, or else this might not be a full day wear dress. This looks insane. Okay, I'm gonna call a little bit of an audible here and use my own powder instead of the powder that they sent, because this is a powder foundation sample. I've already got plenty of foundation on my face. For the sake of science, going to try the cream bronzer and do a little bit of contouring. Just try here. It's brownish, I would say like a rosy brown almost, and the color is called Latte. They do have a pretty good shade selection, I would say. I mean, they do try and take these, you know, other skin tones into consideration. A lot better than something like Wander Beauty, okay? All tea, all shade. It's so cakey, and like any lint that's flying through the air is just like sticking to my face. This is a new brush. I've never used this brush before, so this is a Real Techniques brush, and it's, I think, for concealer, but we're using it for carving today. From certain angles, my nose turns straight down, and so I like to just contour underneath it, makes it turn up a little bit more. My jawline also, I feel like on one side has a little bit more of like a lump on it, so try and contour that out too. Got my little beauty blender here. We're gonna see how that works with this. We haven't done that yet. That does blend out pretty beautifully. It's not pushing the product around, which is nice. So they do play well together. That did pull the concealer off of that spot. That kind of annoys me. But yeah, I just am like not used to putting this much makeup on my face. I'm probably gonna say that like 12 times in this video. So normally I will use a powder foundation to plug all of the spots that I need to kind of cover up once I have all the powder on my face, because a lot of times, yeah, when you do kind of work back into your foundation, you'll knock the concealer off of a blemish. So if I really need to cover something, I will do that. So maybe we will actually crack into the powder foundation just to kind of last minute, you know, cover some blemishes. I'm having an improved change of heart after using that cream contour. That is really, really pretty. So this is called the Luminous Cream Bronzer Stick. Again, you get 9 grams of product in that stick, which is a lot. And it's $35, and I have it in the shade Latte, which is sort of the warm light color. There are two more. One's a little bit more yellow toned, and one is a little bit just darker and kind of neutral. I'm like surprised how much I like that cream contour. That is so pretty. All right, so I'm gonna go in with my powder because I don't want flashback. And if I use like an HD powder or something, I'm gonna get like even worse flashback than I have right now. We're just gonna lay kind of a nice, comfortable layer of this on top. I love the powder because it has just a touch of pigment in it, but it also isn't super, super mattifying, which I appreciate in a powder. It does keep all of your stuff from moving around and does a good job of setting it, but you don't end up with that kind of like unnatural mattified texture to your skin. Maybe I was freaking out unnecessarily. It's actually, once you get some powder on it, it's beautiful. So I don't know what the hell this thing is, you guys. Like, it has been here for over a month now. I'm thinking about just going to the dermatologist because it won't come to a head, and for the first like 2 weeks, it was so sore. It's just like a really gigantic zit that like won't do anything, and it is an absolute nightmare. Like, I've managed to clear the rest of my face, but this thing like won't go away. I don't know. Oh, cute. Okay, so this is the powder bronzer sample, and it actually comes in a sifter. That's so nice. It comes with a little safety seal on it, or a cleanliness seal. That's so cute. And this is a very, I believe, matte bronzer, which I do appreciate. We're going to take my little Eco Tools fluffy guy here and just kind of touch it in there. Interesting. Okay, so it kind of behaves like a mineral powder. It might be a mineral powder. We'll see in a second. In the way that it taps off really easily. It doesn't want to like glom onto your brush really hard. Hopefully it gives a nice diffused sort of color situation. Damn, that's serious. That's pretty orange, not gonna lie. That is actually insane. Like, I need to dial that back a notch. Please, please, please move just a little. That's, whoa. managed to get it to kind of work. It looks a little better in person than it does on camera. So they did not send me a blush, which I knew, that's not a big deal. And so I'm going to go in with some of my own here. Something really basic. We're just gonna go in with the Nars Torrid blush. This is just kind of an old, reliable blush for me. Just kind of touch the cheeks here. And we're going to go in, God, everything feels so, nothing feels set. Nothing feels set. It's driving me nuts. I might have to go in with some Makeup Forever real quick. This is some HD powder. Hopefully there's not a whole ton of flashback because of this, but I gotta set this. It's so, like, it just feels like it's moving around on my face. It's so dewy. Ugh, I hate that feeling. It makes me want to claw my skin off. Okay. Alright, and now we do have the powder foundation, and I'm going to use that in a couple of spots where I need a little bit of extra coverage after putting on this full face of makeup. This also comes in a cute little sifter. That stuff's not playing around. Nope. Oh my god, it's so dark. Why is it so dark? Look at that. What color is this? This is Bisque Semi-Matte Powder Foundation. Bisque is their second lightest, and it is the one that has the more yellow undertones, but on top of my makeup, it looks so gray. I don't understand. So, gonna go a different route with that. This is the MAC Powder Foundation. This is what their Studio Fix. And this is what I always use as kind of my final touch, so that's what we're gonna do. All right, I would say that the thing that I find disappointing about this so far is how heavy it is, and yet how not good the coverage is. You can still see a lot of my discoloration under there, and I feel like I'm wearing an absolute pound of makeup. So the Au Naturale part of it, I feel like, is the coverage and the finish, but there's nothing Au Naturale about the feeling of this on your face. It feels like I'm wearing like prom level makeup. That foundation is so insanely heavy. So I'm going to pause this and put the rest of my face on, and then we will talk about the lip color. Alright guys, I've got my full face on with the exception of the lips. I want to preface this before we try this lip color by saying I have no idea why I chose this color. No idea. I think it was because most of the time lately I have been going for these nudes that are well within my comfort zone. Something compelled me to go for sangria, which has a little sheen to it. You guys know how I feel about metallics. So, yeah, I'm not really sure if this is going to look good on me as far as the shade is concerned, but they have a lot of shades. So we're just going to mainly be talking about the performance of the formula, and then I may or may not actually end up wearing this all day because I've never worn a color like this before, so we'll see. All told, not the worst color in the world, probably not my #1 choice. Glad I didn't get it in a full size. So this is definitely a my bad getting this color because I don't think that this is a particularly wearable shade for me. I think that it completely overpowers the rest of my face. Formula-wise, it's fine. Nothing special. It is $25 and you get 4 grams. That's better. So initial thoughts having this all on my face now, it is starting to kind of settle into lines a little bit more than I would like. I have powdered this with 3 different powders now, and it just doesn't seem to want to dry down. So the texture of it's actually really pretty. I look a lot tanner in person than I look on camera right now, but again, for the amount of weight that I can feel on my face with this product, you would expect a lot more coverage. It feels like shellac, but it doesn't really cover my freckles or cover my under eye bags or anything like that, which is just kind of surprising to me. It doesn't feel like a very even trade-off. So I'm going to continue wearing this for as long as I can stand it. Right now it is 11:30 a.m. and I will check in with you guys either when I am done with the day or when I just can't stand wearing this anymore. So I will see you guys then. Okay guys, it is not that late in the evening, it's about 6:30, so I've had this on for about 7 hours, but I just got done working out and I need to take a shower. Otherwise it doesn't matter how good the foundation is, I'm going to break out. So this stuff really stands up to some beating, because I just did 2 workouts in a row on the Austin app, and so that's like pretty much a full hour of working out and sweating and doing a lot of aerobic stuff that involved like touching my face. So we're seeing a little shine on the chin. I mean, I did just get done sweating, and so I think, you know, a little bit of a powdered touch-up or something like that would alleviate that pretty easily. Nothing else is really breaking up on me, and I think that this has more to do with maybe me eating or me touching my face. I'm not really sure. It is a little bit crepey underneath my eyes, but the impact of the color of all of my makeup that I put on top of it is still really vibrant. I really appreciate that about it. I think it would be a good event foundation or a good event makeup line, because it does really blur a lot of your flaws, it photographs really well, and it makes sure that all of those colors stay really pigmented over the course of the day. That does not mean that it wouldn't require some touch-ups. This would definitely require some touch-ups if you wore it for like an entire day, like at your wedding or something. Final thoughts. I might use this foundation again and just see how it wears over the course of another day that has different weather. It's kind of chilly outside today. I don't know if this would really stand up quite as well in a hot weather kind of day like we have very often, more often than not in Austin, Texas. So jury's out on that. The main thing that I think is kind of weird is just that this brand is called Au Naturale. There's really nothing Au Naturale about this. It is very, yes, I'm sure that their ingredients are very natural, but the effect of this makeup is not natural. I don't feel like, anyway. I'm a big fan of a natural makeup look, and while I think this is beautiful, I could never see myself wearing this much makeup every single day. It doesn't feel natural for me. Might just be my preference, but I'm just not a full beat kind of girl. That said, other caveat to the caveat is that I think I would gladly use that cream bronzer again. I have never been a cream contour kind of person, but that was a really beautiful color. It has this really nice kind of rich warmth to it that isn't orangey. The powder bronzer was orangey. Probably won't be using that again. I have plenty of bronzers that I like better, but the cream bronzer was really, really pretty, really flattering, and not that hard to blend. I felt like it was really easy to kind of get it to cooperate with the foundation. I could probably get it to work with a primer alone or a more lightweight foundation. I'm going to be testing some more foundations coming up soon. I just ordered 4 foundations from The Ordinary to test for you guys, so we'll be looking at those soon. I should be looking at some Red Earth Beauty foundations and skincare here soon as well. And basically I'm just kind of trying to zero in on the products that I want to use for my own wedding. Right now, I'm thinking that I need to start trying some more full coverage foundations for my wedding, just because this photographs so well. It's not necessarily what I would wear on an everyday basis, but then again, you don't get photographed on an everyday basis, so I need to start thinking about that. If you guys have any recs for what you would typically wear for kind of an event day, like a wedding or any kind of thing where you're having your picture taken, I would be happy to know down in the comments. I bet you guys have some great ideas, things that I would never think of or find on my own, so please share those with me and I will be happy again to test those on my channel. So yeah, to recap, I might use the foundation again. There's no point in showing you guys these little things. They're just little containers. You can't really discern one from the other. I might use the foundation again. I probably won't use the concealer again. The concealer really didn't have enough coverage and it broke up really badly underneath my eyes, so I just don't really think that it really communicated with my skin all that well. The foundation was the biggest kind of winner out of those two. The powder foundation was a big loser. I don't know why, but their second lightest shade is like super dark and kind of gray. I don't really understand. Like, you guys saw that on camera. It was just really odd. I didn't understand why that did that, so pass on that. Like I said, I will probably use and maybe order, because you get tons of product for the price too, the cream contour, and then the powder bronzer was way too orange and kind of unforgiving in terms of pigmentation. Like, I love a good pigmented product, but like, that was like eyeshadow level pigmentation. That was not like cooperate nicely with your skin like subtle bronzer pigmentation. So, and finally, the lipstick that I wore for all of like 2 seconds. I probably wouldn't have ordered this to review it if it hadn't been part of this sample pack anyway. It really wasn't a huge deal to me. I have no idea what kind of strange fugue state I must have been in to order this color. It's kind of like a metallic iridescent like fuchsia. And for the 3 seconds that I had it actually on my face, it was kind of a lightweight formula. I'm not sure that it necessarily packed a really good opaque punch, which is surprising because the rest of their products packed such an opaque punch. So guys, if you enjoyed this, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. If there are any more products or product lines, brands, what have you, that are kind of cool that you want to check out or you want me to check out, leave those in the comments below as well. If you want to keep hanging out with me on this channel go ahead and hit the button down below and subscribe. I would love it if you did. I make videos 5 days a week. They come out at 11 a.m. Central Time, Monday through Friday, and I would love for you to be part of the family. So guys, I hope you're having an awesome week. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I will see you in the next one.